Inputting data using forms. What will you learn? You will learn how data is entered into databases using forms. In our previous lessons, we learned that data in tables is stored using ID numbers instead of text. However, when entering new data, it's almost impossible to remember all those ID numbers by heart. That's why in Access, we use something called forms. Form is simply a screen where you can type in or choose information easily instead of typing directly inside the table. You've actually used forms many times before, when filling out details on a website, signing up for an account, or booking a ticket online. They're quick, simple, and easy to understand. Access works the same way. You enter information in a readable way, and it converts it into ID numbers behind the scenes. On screen, you can see a form that we can use to view or add records to our main table, company records. You'll notice that there are 10 existing records, and each ID number has already been changed into readable text. More than that, we can use the same form to add new records. And we don't have to remember any ID numbers at all. Let's try it out. Type in a new record using the form. Once we move out of the record, the information is saved automatically. That's another big advantage. Access saves your work for you, so you don't need to press any save button. Now, let's take a look at what Access has actually stored inside the company records table. Remember, a table is like a spreadsheet. Each row is one record, and each column is a field. As you can see, apart from the date, the table contains only numbers. These are the ID values that correspond to the information we entered through the form. For example, in the form, we selected Oceanic Traders as the new client. Access checked the clients table, found that Oceanic Traders has an ID of 4, and saved that number instead of the name. The item ID 6 refers to salmon, and the country ID 4 refers to Norway. This is the text we entered in our form. Access does all the matching for us. We don't have to worry about the numbers at all. Another great advantage is that the user does very little typing. Most information is chosen from drop-down lists, which prevents spelling mistakes and typing errors that often happen when data is entered directly into tables. This means that mistakes like we made earlier, writing olive oils instead of olive oil, can't happen again. We just select it from the list. Finally, well-designed forms make a database look and feel like a real application. With buttons, labels, and drop-down menus, instead of just a plain grid of data like Excel. So, in short, forms make data entry simple, fast, and mistake-free.